At Bike Focus Reviews, we don't just review motorcycles, we live and breathe every rev, shift, and throttle pull. And today, we're diving into one of the most exciting dual sport machines of 2025, the Honda XR150L. If you're looking for a bike that can tackle rugged trails while still handling the city with ease, this might just be the one. But is it really worth your money in 2025, or is it just coasting on Honda's reputation? Let's find out. First look, rugged simplicity, reimagined. The first thing you'll notice when you lay eyes on the XR150L is how Honda has refined its off-road DNA into a compact, lightweight machine. Within seconds, you'll see that it doesn't scream for attention, it earns it. The clean, aggressive styling, long travel suspension, and upright geometry tell you right away, this bike means business on any terrain. It's not flashy, but it has that unmistakable aura of reliability and purpose. And in a world full of complicated electronics, there's something refreshing about a machine that just wants to ride. Engine and performance, the 150 cubic centimeters that surprises you. Don't let the 150 cubic centimeters badge fool you, this engine punches above its weight class. The air-cooled, 4-stroke single-cylinder engine may sound modest on paper, but fire it up and take it for a spin, and you'll realize it's more than capable of hauling you up trails, across gravel roads, or through urban traffic. With 12.6 horsepower and 12.4 Newton-meters of torque, the XR150L offers smooth low-end grunt and a forgiving power band. The question is, can it keep up with modern expectations of a dual sport in 2025? Let's ride deeper. Ride and handling, light, nimble, and surprisingly confident. This is where the XR150L truly shines. In just the first few corners, you'll notice how light and maneuverable it feels. It only weighs around 130 kilograms, making it incredibly easy to flick around city streets or pick your line on a dirt trail. The telescopic front fork and rear monoshock setup soak up imperfections with ease, and for a sub-200cc bike, it handles like a dream. It's almost as if Honda secretly tuned it to feel much more premium than its price tag suggests. How's that for value? On-road behavior, commuting made fun again. Even though it's a dual sport, don't think the XR150L is a one-trick pony. For everyday commuting, this bike makes a compelling case. You'll find yourself enjoying the daily ride again, zipping through traffic, maneuvering narrow lanes, and squeezing into tight parking spots with zero stress. The upright position offers full visibility, and the light clutch action means less fatigue during long rides. At red lights, other commuters will look over, wondering where you're headed. Spoiler alert, everywhere. Comfort and ergonomics, ride it all day, ride it anywhere. Tall riders, short riders, commuters, and weekend warriors, this bike fits them all. With an 825mm seat height and a relaxed riding triangle, the XR150L is comfortable for long hauls and quick errands alike. Whether you're standing during off-road sections or sitting in bumper-to-bumper traffic, your back and wrists won't protest. This comfort-first approach is rare in the entry-level segment, and it shows Honda's understanding of real-world rider needs. Who is it for? More riders than you think. Here's the truth, the 2025 Honda XR150L isn't just for beginners or budget-conscious riders. It's for anyone who wants a go-anywhere, do-anything machine that just works. Adventure seekers, rural riders, students, weekend warriors, even delivery riders, will find something to love here. It might not win any drag races, but it will win your loyalty with its dependability. And in a world where every other bike wants to be the fastest, the XR150L just wants to be your favorite. The competition, where does it stand? When compared to rivals like the Suzuki DR150 or the Yamaha XTZ125, the XR150L holds its own with superior build quality, a broader support network, and excellent resale value. While others might offer flashy features or slightly more power, the XR's balance of reliability, affordability, and everyday usability makes it the smarter long-term choice. In a crowded market, this bike doesn't try to outshine, it outlasts. Pricing and value, more than just cheap. Priced aggressively in most markets, the XR150L undercuts many dual sports without sacrificing quality. And with Honda's legendary reliability, lower maintenance costs, and solid after-sales support, it's not just a budget bike, it's a wise investment. Whether you're buying your first bike or adding to a collection, the XR150L offers real value, not just savings. That's something even premium bikes can't always promise. Final thoughts, the unsung hero of 2025. In a world dominated by oversized adventure bikes and feature-heavy machines, the 2025 Honda XR150L is a humble hero. It doesn't shout, but it delivers. It doesn't boast, but it proves. And most importantly, it invites more people to the world of riding by making it simple, fun, and accessible. If you're looking for a bike that earns your trust mile after mile, this is it. If you enjoyed this deep dive review, don't forget to subscribe to Bike Focus Reviews, your go-to channel for detailed, honest, and rider-focused motorcycle content. Got questions about the XR150L or want to see how it stacks up in real-world rides? Drop a comment, we read every one. Ride safe, ride smart, and keep your focus on the road. Off-road capability, built for the unexpected. When the pavement ends, the XR150L's story is just beginning. Whether it's gravel roads, fire trails, or steep inclines, this bike was built to handle the unpredictable. With 245mm of ground clearance and 19-inch front, 17-inch rear wheels, you get the traction and stability needed to tackle most off-road challenges without flinching. Want to stand on the pegs and go full enduro mode? You can. It's not a hardcore dirt bike, but it gives you the freedom to explore, and that's priceless. Design and build quality, built to last, not just impress. We've seen too many bikes fall into the trap of over-designing and under-delivering. That's not the XR150L. Here, form follows function. The plastics are durable, the seat is surprisingly comfortable for long rides, and the overall build feels tight, not cheap. Honda didn't just build a bike, they built trust. And in a world where riders are skeptical of low-displacement machines, the XR150L proves that quality doesn't have to break the bank. Fuel efficiency, ride more, refuel less. Let's talk numbers, because in 2025, fuel economy still matters. With a tank capacity of 12 liters and real-world mileage of 40 to 45 km/l, you're looking at over 400 kilometers on a single tank. That's an entire weekend adventure, or a whole week of commuting, without worrying about the pump. Riders on a budget, take note, the XR150L isn't just affordable up front, it's affordable to live with. That's a game changer in the 150 cubic centimeters class. Braking and safety, confidence in every stop. Braking is where a lot of small bikes cut corners, but Honda didn't. The XR150L features a front disc and rear drum brake setup that provides progressive, controlled stopping power. Is it ABS equipped? No. But for this segment and price, the feel and response are more than enough for most use cases. And with dual-purpose tires, the grip is reliable on both tarmac and dirt. It's not a race bike, but it'll stop when and where you need it to. Instrument cluster and controls, minimal but functional. The analog speedometer and fuel gauge may seem old school in the age of TFT displays, but sometimes simplicity is best. With minimal distractions and just the essentials, the cluster keeps your focus where it should be, on the road. Every switch and lever feels solid, easy to operate even with gloves on. This isn't tech for tech's sake, it's usability at its finest. And in many ways, that's what makes the XR150L so charming.